All right, today we're going to talk about board setup. We're going to discuss placing the rear traction. We have a new product here called Waxtrak, and it's a new tapered product. We've got some wax that we're going to talk about today, and then I'm going to show you exactly how to put all this stuff on your board. We're going to start with the first thing you want to do is make sure that your board is clean of all debris. So we're just cleaning off any dust or debris that's going to help the substrate stick to the board. And obviously this is a new board, but if you are replacing any of the traction on one of the boards that you've already been using, you want to make sure it's clean of any wax that was left over. Okay, first thing we're going to start with is the rear traction. What I wanted to show you at first was on all of our wake surf boards, from where the fin is placed on the board to the tail of the board is 10.5 inches. And that's on every one of our boards. What does that have to do with placing your rear traction? Well, I want my back foot to be 6 inches from where the fin box is. So I know the fin box is 10.5 inches. I want my foot at 6 inches. Doing the math, roughly 4 to 4.5 inches is what you're looking at, and that's to the back of the board. So I just take a little measuring tape, and the XO is dovetailed in 1 inch. So I'm going to take that inch off that 4 inches, 4.5 inches, and my back foot, I'm going to put just at about 3 inches, right there. So I line up the traction the way that it's going to be set on the board. The other thing I'm going to do, this board we're setting up for one of our female riders. Females, I don't know, about 8 to 9 inches is what we're looking at across. So right there's 9 inches. The first one I'm going to mount is the center one. And with the center one mounted, I can now do the edge pieces. There you go, and then that will put your rear foot just about 6 inches behind where the fins are. Next is the Waxtrak. This is the tapered swell design. The way that this is designed is to put a good base coat on first, get it good and beaded, and then put the top coat on. Each time you go out, you can put another layer of top coat, and you want to use whatever top coat that you like. So for placing the Waxtrak, what you're going to notice is the point at where the rocker of the nose goes up. You do not want your front foot anywhere past that rocker. So the rocker's right here. We're going to give it just a little bit of extra room in the front so that your foot doesn't slide, but your front foot should go no farther forward than the rocker. I'm going to start from the back. I'm going to peel up about 3 inches of the substrate, and then you're going to fold it under and then just crease right where that fold line is. Then you want to make sure you line up the stringer with this black line that runs right through the Waxtrak. Okay. You're going to reach under, grab the flap. Then as you start to pull this, you just want to smooth it outwards. Pull up a couple inches and just smooth it outwards. This track is perforated, so you will be able to get any of the bubbles out. Now is where you get the bubbles out, just by pushing outward with your hand and your fingers. The perforation will allow any of the bubbles that are in there to come out. Last thing you want to do, most importantly, is to seal the edges. You do that just with your thumb. There's a little space between where the raised part stops, and you just want to seal that as good as you can with your thumb. Okay, let's talk about wax. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to use a base coat, and this base coat is made by Famous. This is very popular with ocean surfers in Hawaii. It's a very hard wax, and that's what we're going to use to get a nice base and a good bead on the Waxtrak. This works very well for this warm water that we have here in Arizona. And then after I put the base down, we'll talk about top coats and what you want to do with your top coat. So you only need half. Break that in half. And then what you're going to do is you're going to do 2 swipes. I go from the nose back, 2 swipes, and then I'm going to flip it over to the cold side. Okay, we're going to start, put it right underneath your palm, fingers spread out, and then you're going to do nice medium-sized circle using light to medium pressure. Do one complete, turn it over, you'll feel that that's the hot side, so now you're on the cold side, same thing. Okay, what I'm gonna do from here is just break this in half, make it a little bit thicker, and then with this small piece, you can really refine the bumps anywhere that you might have missed. If you're changing your pad, you'll notice that there'll probably be some compression dings. You can use this to get really detailed on those compression bumps. Okay, for the top coat, we have a few options here. Famous makes a good tropical top coat. That's good for the warm waters. They use it a lot in Hawaii. Here in Arizona, it'd be a good one to use for the warm water. Also, Sticky Bumps makes a Hawaiian formula. It's a good hard top coat. Sticky Bumps also makes Super Sticky if you want a little bit more tack. And then Punt. This is Punt warm water, and even a lot more tack here. So from a 1 to 10, we're probably at a 1, a 2 for tackiness. Super Sticky is more of a 5, and then when you get to the Punt, it's a 10 out of 10 on the stickiness, on the tackiness. So I know that this person likes to use the Punt, so we're going to use warm water Punt on her board. You want to keep the box so that when you put it in your backpack or whatever you're going to keep it with, you know what wax it is. You want to hang onto the box. With the top coat, you don't need a lot of pressure with the top coat, but we're going to do some larger circles with the top coat. And the idea is you want to get it on there till you like the tackiness, the feel of the grip on the wax. So then what you're going to do each time you go out for your session, you're going to apply a little bit more top coat. The beads should last you probably a good month or 2. What's great about this product is once your beads start to wear off, start to come off, all you have to do is rip this product off, clean your board up a little bit, and put a new one on. It's an inexpensive product and it saves you a lot of time. Perfect wax job every time.